reveal my top 5 places that you can go to in California to pan for gold for free. And I got bonus material at the end of the video that you should watch of places that I personally go to, and I guarantee you can find gold every time. Coming in at number 1 is Auburn State Recreational Park. This is a place where you can go and pan for gold for free. And of course, it's in the heart of the Mother Lode. Now, right across the way from Mineral Bar is Bear River. And of course, you can go there to pan for gold too. And people find gold there all the time. Coming in at number 2 is the Kern River, which is the Keysville recreational area. Now, this particular area has some really good bedrock exposures. And one of the places I would recommend is if you're driving up there, you're gonna see an old power plant on your right as you're headed up. There's a bridge there. Pull off to the left, park there, and you'll see the bedrock sticking up out of the river. That is a good place to check, and it's really easy to find gold there. Coming in at number 3 is Butte Forks Recreational Area. And they have a very scenic area for trying your hand at gold panning. And of course, what list wouldn't be complete without the Marshall Gold Discovery Park? That is where James Marshall found the very first gold nugget that sparked off the California Gold Rush. And coming in at number 5 is the San Gabriel East Fork. A lot of people have been going there for the years, and of course I know there's going to be a lot of subject of debate on whether or not how legal that is to pan there. Every time I go there, and even when I speak to the rangers, their biggest concern is, do I have my day pass? They don't care if I'm bringing a sluice box or a gold pan. We made plenty of videos on the San Gabe, and the question you have to always ask yourself about any of these rivers is, where's the gold coming from? The gold that is being deposited in that river is coming from old tertiary channels, and the old timers knew it, and they did their best to tunnel up underneath these, and they got a lot. And then in the 30s they went back in there during the Great Depression, and they were getting a lot of gold off of the old benches. They weren't prospecting in the river like you see folks doing today. There is one spot I can tell you that has a tertiary channel that still has gold in it. Now I'm going to mention a few other rivers, but they're not exactly pay sites, but they do have gold in them. And if you're going to be in California, I think it's worthy of you to go check these places out. And one of those would be the South Yuba River right outside of Dannyville. The place was a hot spot for prospectors and of course gold prospecting for over 100 years. But check your land status because, like I said, people are filing claims daily. And as the time of recording this video, I have no idea what's claimed up and what's not at this point. So make sure you check your land status. Also, the Trinity River and the Feather River have always produced a lot of gold. And anywhere up and down that river, you're gonna find gold. Check your tributaries, check your sandbars, your inside bends. You should already know all this information if you've watched any of my videos whatsoever. Now, another good place, of course, is the South Yuba River. That place has been known to produce gold for over 100 years. And I guarantee if you go there and you put a little time and effort into it, you're gonna find gold too. Now, a really cool little old town that I think you should check out is a place called Julian. Long history of gold mining there. Still got gold there, and it's worth investigating if you get a chance to get out there and you're in that area. Now, there's plenty of pay sites out there, but there's one in particular that I really like, and I think you're gonna get a kick out of it. Dave McCracken's new 49ers on the Klamath River. Now, I've known Dave for a long time, and he is a good guy and a straight shooter. He's got a fantastic place called Happy Camp. Every person that I know that I've referred to him has walked away with some gold and a lot of great experiences. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link down below because I really think that if you don't know anything about gold panning and not knowing where to go or anything, it's worth a membership fee just to get out there with Dave and have him teach you the ropes. Because he's been doing this for about as long as I have. And like I said, the Klamath River, where his claims are, has some fantastic gold. And not only that, but he wrote a book called Gold Mining in the 21st Century. I'll leave a link for that down below too. Super great guy. I know you're gonna love him. You're saying, Jeff, that's all well and good, but where's that bonus material you promised us? Keep those pants on, it's coming. There are 2 areas that I can recommend you to that I can guarantee you will find gold every time. Did I get your attention? Yeah, I thought so. The first one is the East Fork of the San Gabriel Mountain. But the gold that's being found in that river came from old tertiary river channels. And I'm gonna tell you where you can get access to one of those. Now, before you go trudging off into those hills to get that gold, make sure you check land status because it's changing daily. The time of this recording, this particular one is on private property, but you need to check it out. And then I'm gonna reveal my top secret spot to finding gold that was revealed to me by an old timer who worked for the oil industry. So you're not gonna wanna miss that. So how do you gain access next to this old tertiary river channel that's feeding gold into the East Fork. You're gonna park at the parking area. You're gonna walk up all the way up the creek to the bridge to nowhere. You're gonna see a small mine. It's gonna be hidden, so you're gonna have to look for it. It's called the Horseshoe Mine. Be careful going in there. Make sure there's no bears. Black bears love to hide in there. And somebody found a dead carcass in there once, which means that that's where the bears like to go and feed. So you be careful with that. That adit was driven as a haulage adit to get up underneath that old river channel that the old timers found. When you get to the very back of it, you're gonna see that it goes from solid rock to really soft sand and round river rock. And you're gonna see where people have been in there digging, and there's classifiers and whatnot. That's the old river channel. It looks something like this.
Oh yeah, I did find it. Hey Bear! Oh my God, oh my God. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I have a very bad feeling about this. That goes quite a ways. Oh yeah, then over there you gotta lay down. I'm not in for that. Not now. This is one of those mines where you don't want to touch anything. Look at that. Look at that spider right there. There's sand right there. Looks like we're pretty close to the top. It's kind of scary. 15 years ago, I was in there. 15 years. This mine has been closed for over a decade. Someone just opened it up again. I was showing a friend, I was showing Joe here that where it was, and somebody's opened it up. But I haven't been in here for 15 years. Don't touch any of the hanging rocks, dude. I won't tell where this is. A, it's a dangerous mine. B, someone went through a lot of work to open this back up, and they're working it, so let it remain their little secret. I thought about opening it up many times, but just I'd have to carry a shovel back here, and it just never, like a shovel right there, it just never happened. Whoa, look out. Hey, Jeff Williams, you and Slim gotta come back here.
For water?
I wonder if I can get past that. I don't know. Ooh, don't bump the top.
Yeah, that's sketchy as fuck.
This one taps out right here. But it stops that way, I believe. Let me see if I can look around this corner. Let me see. Yeah, stops that way. And that way comes out the last tunnel we were at. Look at that, there's a water bug down there. There's water bugs in here, dude. Alive. Now getting out of here.
Yeah, be careful when you're going around.
Yeah, I don't want to touch these walls too much. This is all just really sketchy stuff. Don't bump anything, man. Don't bump any rocks, please.
Just water?
Looks like it goes off to the left here. And that breaks in that last branch we just checked out. I'm crawling on this one on my belly. I can come back out in front this way, I think, dude. There's another one back by the front wall. Shine your light down it. Yeah. I can't get out that way?
No.
It's about an 18-inch high tunnel. Goes about 25, 30 feet to where you were shining the light through. Oh, dang it. Right in that stagnant water.
You want me to grab the camera?
They got mosquito larvae over me.
Just be careful there.
Yeah.
You're right. You're almost. Hand rest right here too.
Here's another one. Looks like it goes off that way. But it can't go too far because we're right at the mouth. Look at that. Right at the mouth. This is a unknown mine. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I planned to open this up. I was in here 15 years ago. After that, somebody sealed it up. It had been sealed up for more than a dozen years. So I'm not going to tell you where it is located because they went through the work. They are working this mine. So out of respect for them, just a cool look in the mine. 7 mines up, further upriver, way up on the river. On the side of the cliff, there's 7 mines, some mountain sheep. Actually, mountain sheep took me to and showed, I was following them, trying to get photos, and they stopped and we're looking, 2 of them, we were looking down. When I got up to where they were, there was a mine. I went in and explored the whole thing. I came back out and they were gone. I came back out, they were up ahead about 20 feet looking down again. They showed me 7 mines that day. Here's what we're looking at. There's where we're going. Bingo. Ah, it's a mine. Look at that. Oh, this one's hard to get to. I see a mine car. No, a wheelbarrow. Look at that. Ah, yes. Let me get my lights out. Look at that. It's not that old though. Oh, but look. they've replaced those. It's all replaced with wood. The wheel is old. Going into the mine. Look at all this junk. Feeding bags. Wheelbarrow. Chair. Old. There's from a Hilti gun or something. Caulking gun. Look at this. I don't know if those other guys are coming up or not. I'm all alone. Whoa, look at that. There's a rope. I'll go down there in a minute. That goes nowhere. Oh, that goes nowhere too. That's it. Just that hole. It's an old pick. Old chisel. Look at that old chisel right there. Old chiseler. I guess they chose not to come in. Look at that. Is that an old pan? Ah, that it is. An old metal one. That's the coolest thing I've found in a long time. Now it's debatable. This mine goes by one name, where some guys re-registered it. But I doubt with all the dynamiting, I doubt they did all this work. This is quite old. So one guy believes that this used to be the Los Padres mine, the Los Padres mine, and re-registered to another name. Dave outside knows. He'll tell you that one. He can tell you a little bit of the history. But Hugh Blanchard looked for this for a long time, came real close, and then he lagged behind, and when they turned back for him, I guess he had fallen, and he had injuries. I guess he never recovered, and he died before he made it up here. It's too bad. Yeah, some crystal, something in there. Check out this old lantern. With the key, look at that. That is cool. And then look at this. Old tequila bottles. I wonder what year that is. Oh look, what does it say right there? Tijuana, Mexico. Oh. It says tequila, Tijuana, Mexico. Wow. And then we got what's this? The Court. One quart. That's all it says. But look at the top. You can tell there's an old bottle. Yeah, look at the top. It's not round. It's like hexagon. More than hexagon, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't make them like that.
Look at that. Oh, and look at this. That's silver. 35 millimeter. Ever ready. Look at that. Oh, batteries are freeze dried in that thing. It's left over an old hammer.
Yeah, we got one that's right there.
Yeah, it is. Let's just look at this. Oh, that's a piece of that wheelbarrow that they remade. We got something under here. Oh wow, look at this. Wow. An old Christmas candy. Look at that thing. Let's see if there's anything up underneath this thing. Around the clues. What about underneath this generator board? A pulley off the generator. Got a pair of shears. An old pair of shears.
The plates.
Grandma's fine china.
The grill.
Hold it up, please. Piece of an old boot. Let's see, there's the other piece of the boot. I don't know what that would be used for. We're gonna go set up camp, but we'll come back here tomorrow morning. Check it out a little bit more. It's an old box. Look at that. Flames, some fire starters. Yeah, but they're real light. I mean, oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Is that an old Mercurochrome? That looks like an old Mercurochrome bottle. Hey, look at this. Teapot. Open it up. There's something in there.
Candle.
Candle in the wind. Look at that. Want a teapot?
Yeah, but thanks for asking.
Look, an old ammo box. Oh no, it's a medicine cabinet. And the very old pick. Look at that thing. My dad has an old one like this, just sitting in the garage. And so there's no way the guys in the 80s did this. So they reclaimed an old mine and renamed it.
I'm going to reveal to you some information that was given to me years ago by an old timer who worked for the oil industry. And he told me extensive information about where I could find gold in an old tertiary river channel that was feeding gold into the American River. This is one secret spot I'm going to relay to you guys because I want you guys to get out there and get that gold. Back in the 70s, he was working for Exxon. In his part-time, he'd be out prospecting. One of his passions was on the American River, and he'd go down to Mineral Bar all the time. He was trying to figure out the source that was feeding the gold into the river. Now remember, I told you, you can get gold out of the river, and that's fine. I'm more concerned about where is that gold coming from? What is the source? The old ancient tertiary channels used to flow north to south. And what happened is over time, those new rivers would cut into the older channels, start redepositing that ancient gold.
That red piece there is one of the pieces of the old tertiary gravel. That one there's a piece of the tertiary gravel. There's some more of that tertiary gravel, right? All right in through here is tertiary gravel. So now if I look upstream from here, you can see there's the old river channel right there. Oh man, that's exciting. I bet you that's at least a gram.
And you can see, like, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's an old river bench over there. I sure wish I could get over there.
As he was up in the brush line, they finally found one of the old river channels that was feeding Mineral Bar. And he said it was obvious, but it was really hard to get to. The river channel is about 100 feet wide and about 3 to 4 feet thick at its deepest part. And it's very hard packed gravel. Him and his buddy would rig up a zip line from high up in the brush line down to the river, and they would run the gold down in the sluice boxes below. It took us about 2 days, but we found it. And it's really obvious because you're gonna see round river rock that's exposed out. And so what I would recommend is getting up into that point where you see that exposure of river gravel and walking up the brush line. You're gonna see where they were digging. One bucket down makes one bucket up, or you can just zip it down with one bucket and then bring it back up. There is a tremendous amount of gold to be had in there, but you're gonna have to earn it because that is some very thick brush line in there. So I want you to get out there and I want you to find that gold, okay? And if you can start tunneling into those old channels, you can get plenty of it. Now keep in mind, this is hard packed, so it's gonna take a lot of work to get into it. I dug into it with a pick. It took quite a while just to go a few inches, like they called the blue lead back in the day. And I'll see you on the next video.